with an echo report. All right, so guys, I was a little nervous to do this echo report because divine feminine, some of y'all masculines are in trouble, okay? They are being, just like you're being heavenly stalked, gang stalked, and attempting to be, bullied and threatened and all this other stuff. Your masculine is as well, okay? And some of them are awakening out of some deep spells that they were put under, okay? Remember, the twin flame union as a whole has been attacked and has been attacked for a very long time, so that these unions wouldn't start to come to life, so that these unions wouldn't come into fruition in 2022, okay? Because the new world is here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the do the echo report, because when I don't be obedient, shit happens to me, like just in a spiritual sense, as it relates to, my spirit team not playing with me, doing what they tell me to do. So there's a few things here, okay? Divine feminine, what I'm hearing, okay, is that the karmics are stealing your masculine's energy and sending it to you using love spells, trying to create cords of attachment so that they can harvest and manifest off of your energy. Now, remember at the beginning of the year and even towards the end of last year, I explained to you guys about these karmics being in spiritual prison. So they don't have an ability to manifest the things that they need, okay? And so as a result, okay, they've been using the masculines to get to the divine feminines, to siphon her energy, okay? A lot of these masculines ended up with these karmics as a result. One, temptation and lust and things like that, those vices. But two, because a lot of spell work and a lot of magic was being done, okay? A lot of these karmics were siphoning your energy, divine feminine, through various forms of magic and various forms of spell work. And so the masculine was very confused. The ones that are actually doing the work, the ones that are actually trying to, elevate and activate in life. And then the ones that the Most High forced to awaken, because some of these masculines were forced to awaken because of the work that they have to do. Like, they did not have a choice, like, period. Okay. And so what Spirit is saying is that, what the karmics have been doing, they have been siphoning the masculine's energy and then attempting to send it to you via love spells, like I said, to create these cords, to try to create cords so that they can manifest off of you. Spirit is saying that There are still gang stalking and gang hovering over you, divine feminine, and also over the divine masculine as well. Spirit is showing me like a group of people like standing in a circle, hovering over the divine masculine and hovering over the divine feminine as they're sleeping, and they're speaking word spells over them. They are trying to word drop in their ears. They are trying to facilitate false intuitions or false downloads, so that the divine feminine or the divine masculine does not follow their true intuition on what they're supposed to be doing, So, your intuition is always going to warn you. It's always going to advise you, and it's always going to give you the right advice. But when you have someone that is trying to do work on you while you are in your REM state of sleep, that interrupts, the natural downloads and things that you would get. But Spirit is saying, especially to you divine feminines that are also high priestess, you are being warned and aware that these things are happening, and to trust your intuition into that regard. So if you feel like this is happening, or you feel like this is happening to your divine masculine or your high level soulmate or life partner, Spirit is saying that it is, okay? Spirit is saying that your divine masculine, high level soulmate or life partner can hear you intuitively. So if they're coming to you and asking you for help, or trying to confirm information, or even sending you information, Spirit is saying that they can connect with you telepathically, okay? Now, the karmics are trying to utilize the voice as well, the throat chakra, and come to the divine feminine as well to try to get information on her next move, okay? And then even try to give false news to the divine feminine as well. So there is a trickster spirit that is amongst the twin flames, the twin flame union. So Spirit is also telling you to be very cautious of that as well. Don't dispel too much information, okay? Another download that I got as it relates to this echo report is that for those divine feminines and divine masculines that were forced or tricked to turn on each other, and then even try to sabotage their partner because they were tricked, Spirit is saying that, and I'm mainly hearing this really for the divine masculines, okay, that divine masculines were really always the sacrifice. They were really always the scapegoat. And they were only being used by the karmics to try to get you out of the way, so that they could get the divine masculine out of the way as well, because they don't want the twin flames to come together, because they don't want the elevation of the universe to rise, okay? So what I'm hearing is that the masculine was tricked and fooled into believing that the divine feminine was somebody that she was not, okay? And that as you continue to heal and raise your elevation and raise your vibrations and your energetic frequency, the masculine had no other choice but to raise as well. Even if he's still in a karmic cycle or in karmic connections, he had no other choice but to raise as well. And he could start to feel, not even just hear or see, but he could start to feel who his actual twin or soulmate, life partner, or high level soulmate was, okay? This is undeniable. This is an undeniable connection. You cannot fake this. There's no amount of spell work, magic, or anything that can dispel this connection, okay? And so the masculine started to awaken from the illusion and the spell work that was being done on who is who and what is what. And so what Spirit is saying is that the masculine didn't realize that he was actually being sacrificed and set up as well. Whatever the situation was, I don't know what the plot or the agreement was, but maybe he was to be a part of some type of plan to get to the divine feminine. I'm hearing really heavy right now that the divine masculine that was being used by the karmic was to either kill, steal, destroy, or totally interrupt the divine feminine's life, okay? That was his whole agenda. That was his whole plan. That's what he was put up to do. And then what I'm hearing from Spirit is that the divine feminine's plan via the Most High God, which she didn't even know that this was her assignment. Her assignment was to come and give him life. You understand? He was sent to kill her, and God sent her to save him. You understand? Now that takes a whole nother level of understanding and a spiritual understanding, okay? This ain't for everybody now, okay? And don't take these words and try to conscrew it. Because if somebody is trying to hurt you, you feel like somebody is trying to annihilate you in any form of any capacity, you know that you need to stay as far away from this person as possible. But this is a very specific message, and you know who you are. I don't have to tell you who you are because you already know. You have an ability to care for this person more than you actually should, based on the knowledge of what you know about what the Most High God has already told you about what this person's plans was to do to you. This is what Spirit is saying, okay? But Spirit is also telling you that you understand the spell work and things that was done on this masculine's life, okay? This masculine was tricked. This masculine was drugged. This masculine was put under all types of witchcraft, magic, illusions, deceptions, okay? And so what Spirit is saying is that, not in a physical sense, like you're going to go and save somebody, but by you healing and elevating and activating, you were meant to save this masculine's life, okay? The other download that I got was pertaining to astral projections, okay? And what Spirit is saying is that you have to be really mindful at this time, especially with these retrogrades and this solar eclipse that is coming, that you're making sure that you are covering your crown chakra, that you are covering your root, sacral, and solar plex chakra, because this is where you're being hit the hardest, because a lot of you divine feminines are now in your fertile ground where you're going to start to manifest, okay? And you're going to be manifesting a whole lot quicker than you normally have, okay? And this is why these karmics are going crazy, because as you're elevating and activating, they can't connect to you the way that they used to. So now they're trying to go back to these old tactics where they're trying to send the masculine through illusions to you to try to feed off of your energy, okay? Spirit is saying also that the instant karma that's coming to these karmics, you're going to start to notice that they're not going to be as visible as they once were. Spirit is actually literally showing me where some of these karmics are like literally in hiding. Like they're hiding their cars. They're hiding when they're leaving work or going to work, coming to work, when they're going home. I'm actually seeing karmics sleeping in hotels, sleeping on the side of the road, sleeping at friends' house, popping up at family members' houses because they're scared, especially the ones that have sent out annihilation attempts on the divine feminine or on the divine masculine. All that shit has been returned to sender, and they know that the karma is coming. And so as a result, they're trying to run and they're trying to hide, and Spirit said you can't hide. You understand? Especially with the ones that have been siphoning from the divine feminine and the divine masculine, using their gifts without their permission, or putting them under spell work to make them use their gifts in an attempt to take out their twin flame. You understand? So divine wrath is coming. It is amongst us, okay? So divine feminines, you don't have anything to worry about. You are protected. And your masculines that have been forced to wake up, they are protected as well. You are slowly pulling them out of the illusion that they were under. So all you divine feminines that have been forced to believe that, your masculines have been forced to believe that, you were a certain type of way to make you look and appear a certain type of way. These masculines have woken up to that shit, whether they are physically speaking it or not. Now, a lot of them can't because of the situations that they're in, okay? But Spirit is saying that you have to allow divine timing to happen. Allow things to play out the way that they should, okay? Because justice is going to be served in these matters, especially the ones that have been using people's free will against them, especially the ones that have been using and siphoning people's spiritual gifts and going into people's Akashic records and attempting to stop and block and delay people's paths, okay? So that's all I have at this time. I will do, the downloads and things, the echo reports as they come to me. But I know that a lot of these masculines, these soulmates, high level life partners and high level soulmates and these twin flames, a lot of these masculines are in trouble, okay? Because they're coming out of these illusions and they're trying to figure out how the hell they got in the situation and then how the hell they're going to get out of them. Okay, not realizing that they have been set up the whole entire time. They, just like the divine feminine was meant to be the sacrifice, they didn't realize that they were meant to be the sacrifice, and now they see that they were being sacrificed through day one. They were sold a dream and they brought it. Okay, and now the time has come for them to try to figure out what it is that they need to do. And the only advice that I can give to you, divine feminines and divine masculines, as it relates to that, is you have to connect with the Most High God and allow the Most High God to lead your steps. Don't let anything that you have done, said, participated in, engaged in any form of any matter stop you from connecting with the Most High God. Okay, God is the only person that's going to save you, and I mean the Most High God is the only person that's going to be able to save you. Okay. It does not matter what you did. It does not matter in that regards to the Most High God saving you, okay? Now, you do have to pay karma for what you did, okay? And that's up to the Most High God. But it does not matter what you have done, because the Most High God knows all of the foolery and the tricks and the magic and the spell work that has been done, okay? Some of the stuff you did do free willingly, and you're going to have to pay for that, okay? Via your karma. But God is trying to help pull you out of what you got yourself caught up in, willingly or unwillingly, okay? Because you do have spiritual work here to do on this, this earth, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. This is the Echo Report. I am Valencia with Valencia's Voice. It echoes in the earth realm. Until next time. And remember, I love you.